Guys, before I start this video, I gotta give applause to somebody. Who am I giving applause to? I'm giving applause to Nickelodeon. Because, for once, Nickelodeon has a hit show. And that show is the Thundermans. Now, here's the thing. I knew nothing about this show. I didn't expect it to be good based on the shows Nick has been producing. But I heard some really good stuff on Twitter from people who are actually my age that are watching this show. Now, when that happens, then I know it's a really good show, because I'm going to just say it now. Teenagers do not watch a lot of Nickelodeon or Disney Channel. We really don't. I have not been watching any of it. I'm not even watching Sam and Cat because I think it's gotten very repetitious. Yes, I love Ariana Grande, but I just think there's so much else they could be doing with it that they're not. But the Thundermans really changed my opinion of where Nick is going. At first, I thought Nick was sinking into the bottom of the, tip of the iceberg where they've been sinking and sinking and sinking and sinking and sinking. And the Thundermans is a definite improvement. What makes this show so good? Let me just get to the plot. First, the plot is actually really good because it's about a family of superheroes, but it's not really about the family of superheroes. It's more about the family, and the brother and sister, basically, and how they banter and everything, and the misadventures that they go in. And I've only seen the pilot because I've heard really good things about it, but what do I love about this show? One, it's a complete unknown cast. Every single person in this cast is completely unknown. But every single person in this cast is really, really good. They all click very well. They all have really great comedic comic timing, I think. I think even the little kids, the brother and sister, they're really good child actors. They have a lot of comic timing, and there's a lot of really funny scenes, and I'll get to that in a second. Also, there's also a lot of heart to this show, which I really like, which is something that I think Nick has been missing. Ever since Carly and Victorious just went away, Nick has been missing that heart to their shows. But let's just get to the show. One of the things I love about it is that this episode, it was about them being a family of superheroes, but it was more about a prank war between the brother and the sister. Once a week they do this thing called a prank war, and once a year they do this thing called a prank war on Picture Day. And basically the whole thing was that the girl, Phoebe, was trying to get back at her brother. And, she was doing everything she can, and she succeeded with it. And then she was worried that her brother was going to come after her. Now, with this happening, there were some very funny things that happened here. There was a scene where, every time she thought something was going to happen, nothing happened. I thought one of the funniest scenes in the whole episode that I really loved, the scene where she throws a bucket on this one boy's head. It looks like her brother. Her brother's standing right next to, then her brother's standing right next to her. The guy turns around and gives her this look like, ah. And then she's just like, okay, ooh, I'm sorry. And she gets scared, and I thought that was really funny. And that's something that I thought was just it was smart. It's smart humor. It's not stupid humor. It's actually smart humor. And it's stuff that'll actually make you laugh. It's not just stuff like some random shit that they're saying. It's not something where they laugh at everything they're saying. There's time to be funny, there's time to be serious. And I like that with this show. One of the things I also like is the brother. The brother is actually a very interesting character. We see that he actually wants to be part of this league of villains. And he is a superhero, but he wants to be part of this league of villains. We find out later in the episode that the reason he wants to do this is really because he thinks his sister is going to be a very good superhero, and he thinks that she will be the head of the family, and that he wants to be in the supervillains so he can be the head of the supervillains. He's kind of jealous of his sister, and I really like that sibling rivalry we got here. We also have a lot of sibling rivalry between the two kids, who I also really love. The two little kids, I think they're very funny. The other thing is that the parents in the show, they're not stupid. They actually are trying to help out their kids. They're trying to give them a good life, and they have some really funny moments. Like, the mother is always reading, these tell-all books about how to make a marriage better, how to make a child, how to be a better mother. It's really funny. The couple seems like they're in love. It's not like something, it's something that we don't really see. On these Nickelodeon shows recently, we've been seeing single parents or we've either been seeing single parents or no parents at all, like on Sam and Cat. The Anne Hathaways, there's one parent on, and on Sam and Cat, there's no parents at all. But on this show, there are two parents who have 4 kids, and that's what I like about this show. It's a real family show. It's a great family show, and it's a show that I think anybody can watch, and they're going to laugh at it. That's something I really like. There's this one scene where I didn't really know what was going to happen. I knew, there's like this scene where she thinks it's a prank. She hits a self-destruct button by mistake, and the whole world's about to blow up. I knew that obviously wasn't going to happen, but I didn't really know what was going to happen in that scene. It was actually a nice emotional scene. Does this show have a couple problems? I do think it has one little problem. There's this rabbit, basically, and there's this talking rabbit. Let me just say that this rabbit needs to go away. The rabbit was the only person in the cast that didn't really make me laugh, and it's not like I didn't like the rabbit. I felt the rabbit really doesn't need to be in there, because I can see why, like, with a superhero family and everything, but a talking rabbit, I don't really see the reason to have it in there. So that's really the only complaint I have. The rest of the cast is great, but the voice of the rabbit, I just don't like it. I think they need to get rid of it. But the whole thing with the brother wanting to be part of the supervillains I love, and the whole thing with the, sister being the head of the superheroes, and, they're trying to be a normal family and everything. I really like that they're just trying to be a normal family, but they can't be. The only thing that I think was a little bit disappointing was we really didn't get to see them as superheroes. We saw them more as humans, but we didn't really get to see them as superheroes. We saw them do their powers and everything. There's this really cool part where she gets her brother to wear, like, this really weird, very feminine outfit, and he's like, oh, class isn't over. She snaps her fingers, and then the bell rings, and everyone is staring at him. That's another really great moment. I thought there were some really funny moments in this, legitimately funny, and the little kids had this whole really great plot where they had this thing with taking out the trash, basically, and whoever makes the trash go higher has to take out the trash, and I thought that was really funny, because the parents end up, like, completely collapsing into this trash. It was just really, really funny. So yeah, the Thundermans really reminded me of what I like about early Nickelodeon. It was funny, it was smart humor, it had a really great cast, it had heart as well, and it has that heart, as I said, and it's very funny. And I definitely think that it's a show that everyone will enjoy. The whole family will laugh, get everyone together to watch this show. And that's basically it for my review. I hope you enjoyed it. And am I going to continue to review this show? No. But I am going to do the comedies from now on. Is once the season is over, I'll review the whole season as a whole. Once this whole season of the Thundermans is over, I'm going to review it to you and tell you guys what I thought of it. That's why I'm not doing the comedies anymore, because I'm thinking of just reviewing the entire season once it's over. That's it for my review, though. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of this show. Do you like the cast? Do you like everything that's going on? I really enjoy it a lot. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.